Hello and welcome to Nerdarchy. For nerds, by nerds, I'm Nerdarchy Steve. And today I'm joined by all these fine nerds. We got Carlos, Bobby, Jezi, Tate, and Robin in the house, and of course Nerdarchist Ted. If you're familiar with the channel, you're probably familiar with us. You can find links to everyone down in the description. Go check them out and stalk them across the interwebs in the cool way, not the creepy way. With that, we're going to jump into our The Sky Remembers Ether Skies live D&D gameplay. It is our own campaign setting. We're also going to be doing our own system for it as well. That's neither here nor there. Let me jump into the recap and let's play some 5e D&D. In the high humming reaches of the world where wind is memory and silence speaks in dreams, the crew of the Wind's Echo took flight. Haven, the last skyborn bastion, watched from afar, a city trembling on gilded struts and secrets. They began as seekers, investigators, survivors of the old world's unspoken sins. First came the whispers, cults with eyes turned skyward, prophets bleeding words, and a prototype vessel lost where maps forgot to look. Beneath the arenas of Haven, they uncovered tendrils of madness. A name was spoken, Grisha, and the storm remembered it. Their course bent toward Grangle. Uh-oh, there's a typo in my recap. Son of a bitch. Their course bent towards Wranglehold, but the skies had other plans. The Skywell, tortured and twisted with brass and purpose, cried out in a voice not its own. They answered in spell and song. They fought not just to destroy, but to release. Denvu, the bound, died to live again, and in death became their ship. The wind's echoes grew lungs. In the streets of Granglehold, steel met silence. There was a glimpsed the breath of what had been done to Wales, to sky, to memory itself. Strange tech pulses like tumors through the alley walls. Prophets were not myth, they were engineers. Then the bellower of silence. It fell like a god-gutted mid-prayer, a creature of storm-wrought sorrow. It did not die alone. Denvu sang again, and the sky sang back. But from the ruin rose a shard, black, brass-veined beating. Now the ether grows quiet around them, too quiet, as if listening for the next name because the sky remembers. All right, guys, we left off. Your ship was hovering above the carcass wreck, a amalgamation of flesh, sinew, brass, and ether, still pulsing with the last dregs of life. But you were pretty beat up after your confrontation with the Bellower of Silence and decided to rest first. But before you could that, arisen from what was once the Bellower was a cord shard, which you guys retrieved. Who retrieved it?
Um, I think that might have
It
been
was
Ted.
either myself or Carlos.
I
Okay.
think it was Ted.
Well, you're the one that flies. But you guys could have retrieved it together.
Sure, let's do that.
Perfect. You can both give me a saving throw.
Dang
kind of
it! Wisdom, right?
Yes. Yes,
It's
please.
it's always wisdom, man.
It's always wisdom.
Alrighty.
Well, just remember, we always start with inspiration there, Carlos.
Yeah. Oh my God! It's a 15. My dice are actually doing things.
And I'm going to use mine.
Okay.
That's much better.
Oh.
30-20.
Okay. 15, 30, 20. Perfect. So you guys bring the shard back to the ship. Bobby, you can throw that up on the screen if you'd like. It's in the Discord for you guys if you want to check it out. It looks like a egg the size of a barrel. It's black and it has brass scrawl written across it. And you can just feel the power radiating off of it. In order to use it, you're going to have to put it in some kind of containment or mount it on the ship somehow if you wish. But you can tell this thing is full of ether and wants to be used.
So, if I study it in any way, shape, or form, I'm able to gather any information, beyond just what it looks like in comparison to other cores.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check at disadvantage.
Arcana at disadvantage. 13. and a natural 20. So we use a 13 for a 28.
20. Okay, even with your disadvantage, one of the things you pick up right away is the other distortion field that is coming off of this artifact, for that's what it is. It is a extremely powerful magic item and is deeply connected with Aether corruption and the Sky Whales.
So
And you can
do
also
I
tell.
think? Oh, go ahead.
You can also tell that it can be attuned to.
So do I think if I attune to it or if I mount it to the ship that there will be corruptive repercussions?
You know, it is powerful, but it can also be dangerous.
All right, so Captain, there is a lot of power in this thing.
You say.
I think it has enough essence that that somebody could like magically connect to it, and I has Razga ever heard of attunement? Does he know what that process is?
I'm technically attuned to my ship, so.
Okay, well, so yeah, so I would say if you connect to it in that same way that you're connected to the ship, it might do something. Without further study, I don't know specifically, what's going to happen. I can, if you give me some time with it, I can identify it and know more information. But at a quick study, this is what I can tell you, sir.
I can't say I would like it attached to the ship without what it would do to it. It carries all our souls. If that was to corrupt the ship in any which way, it wouldn't be wise to take that risk unnecessarily. But
right. Well, if we're planning to rest for the night before we go down there, I could certainly use that time and look into this thing.
So as Razga and Taro are discussing this, the crew begins gathering around to see what you guys have brought onto the ship.
Yeah.
What about the rest of you guys? What are you doing?
I'm looking at this thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I make no I'm not trying to hide it in any way, shape, or form. Anybody who's curious, I will gladly say the same things I've already told the captain.
Yeah. And I'll even make a point to, if anyone wants to risk themselves with it, feel free to, but it's not to be melded with the ship.
Perhaps I can offer some insight, if you like.
By all means.
So who all checks it out? This thing that's been brought onto the ship.
I'll check it out too. I want to start poking it.
Okay.
I'm casting Identify.
Okay.
Oh.
What about Robin and Tate? What are you guys doing?
Dorian is going around and checking for structural damage and mending things.
Okay.
Literally, as that happened, I look at Dorian. I'm just like, "What a great crewmate, man!" Like, yes.
What is Elias?
I'm definitely checking. I thought I might have had something, but I don't see it off the top of my head.
Perfect.
So
Everyone
I guess I'm just there observing at the moment.
Everyone but Dorian, Taro, and Razga, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
My favorite type of
I'm not
saves,
good at those.
Dave. I'm not rolling like garbage, or at least not complete trash. 14?
You don't have to make a save. You already did.
Oh, okay. You made me waste a good roll, dog.
We can use inspiration, right?
You can.
Tate, you're muted.
I wouldn't say anything. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you did. I got a 5
Perfect.
total.
What was I was talking to myself?
Oh,
All right. Elias, you got 15, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, good to know. Okay, so you cast Identify.
mm-hmm.
All right, so Aether Distortion, Magical Detection and Scrying fails or gives warp signals. Arcana checks near it are made at disadvantage unless you attune a mode of pulse. All sentient creatures within 10 feet can hear the whale song echoes in moments of silence, which you guys are going to begin experiencing, everyone but Taro. And tonight you will dream of a whale falling. Sky
Is there also a
recall.
potted plant?
It's your dream, whatever you want. Well, you don't get to have the dream though, so it's not what you want.
Proper nerds will understand the reference.
Sky call residue. The echo becomes more attuned to other beasts' movements while mounted on the ship. Once per long rest, you may locate the nearest sky whale, corrupted or not, within 10 miles. These are all passive effects that just happen. You don't have to be attuned to it. If you attune, there is definitely a slight chance of picking up a short-term madness by attuning to it. You gain echo sight. You can see through the eyes of a sky whale for up to 1 minute once per day. Aether bleed, gain resistance to thunder or psychic damage, but on a nat 1 saving throw versus Aether, you take double damage and emit a sonic shriek, which you don't exactly know what that means, but it sounds bad. Mark of the Bellower. Your voice echoes unnaturally. You may cast command once per long rest. However, sky whales and similar creatures now recognize you for better or worse. So there you have it. The rewards and risks of mounting and attuning to the core shard.
Yeah, that's definitely not being attached to the ship. Like, madness? I'm good.
Well, that's only for the person that tries to attune to it.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else is kind of fine-ish.
But if you attach it to the ship, that it's sentient. So it might go.
Only if the ship attunes to it. And also, you'll want to keep people more than 10 feet away from it.
Dorian,
Jesus.
But it is yours to do as you wish.
Dorian,
Yes.
we've seen things of this nature warp flesh and machine. If I attune to it, there could be a possibility I could explore it and maybe get you your body back.
I think that is a very long shot and should not be undertaken so quickly without due consideration.
This is my due consideration.
I don't think it's enough.
Then I won't. And he just kisses you on the forehead.
Oh. Like, yeah, Dorian has to bend over a little bit for that to happen and is fine with this.
For you.
Thank you.
I do intend to watch the brothers, though, because I do suspect they may find it irresistible.
I understand. I
And
think I should do the same.
I want to go sneaking and just kind of, for lack of a better word, stalk the brothers and see how they react to this.
Oh, for the record, my Zoom client has frozen. So that's what's going on with me right now.
Oh, you look fine on this end.
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's good.
Okay, so are stalking them as in following them around, or are you being
Stealthily, yes.
All right, you can roll that up then.
19?
All right. So, does a 19 overcome the passive for Elias and Hank?
Yeah, my passive is a 17.
Yeah, mine's 16.
Okay. So yeah, so you are very nonchalantly doing your thing. You're sneakier than Mops at this point.
So, you probably noticed the brothers doing some kind of hand signals. It's not standard sign language per se, but it's something of it.
So
What
then I
language?
guess, Dave, you tell me, or maybe Jezi, you're a better person to ask, how much would I catch speaking sign language?
They're definitely talking about the egg and what to do with it, pretty much.
Okay.
All right. So you follow them for a while. They discuss with their own form of sign language. You guys are taking a long rest. Only Ted and Dorian gain the benefit of the long rest, though. The rest of you can take the benefits of a short rest, however you like. Whether that's spending your hit dice to heal, get back your short rest abilities, but your ability to sleep is hindered by the fact that you keep waking up with a start because you feel like you're falling. As you relive the last moments of the Bellower over and over again.
No.
And if you like, there can be a pilot plan involved.
Yeah, then suddenly Gus shows up, man. It was pretty epic.
So, after the rest, what is your plan?
I'm going to do Arcane Recovery.
Okay.
So do we have, any kind of ability to view things at a distance? Any spyglass or anything equivalent?
I mean, Gus would definitely have something for certain. He's the lookout.
I feel like Gus
that
just
lookout.
uses his eyes because he's
Fair.
he's confident in like his vision.
You know what? That is also fair. I accept that.
So you guys can freely look at the map, and if you want to throw that up, Bobby, you.
So, during the rest, I would also approach you, Bobby, and offer up the ring that I was talking about last time.
Okay. Huh. I'll ritually cast Identify on this.
So it is a spell refueling ring. A creature can recover an expended spell slot of 3rd level or lower.
Ooh. Thank you. Is this a gift, or did you just need me to tell you what it does?
Oh, I can cast Identify myself. Um, it works for now. Until I tinker around and figure out something else that I feel like I can make. But this is this. I think you've got more powerful magic than I do, so I feel it's probably best to offer it up to to you, because I can't maximize its use.
Well, thank you. That's very kind. And he clearly, the way he acts, it's like he can't quite express gratitude. Like he's not used to people being nice.
Sure. So he probably babbles on about how it was made, and every so often he'll need to tinker with it and what have you. As a direct user of Aether, that he uses objects to use his magic, a variety of devices that hang off of his belt. And he tells you like, oh, there's a little button. It's not so much a button, like a spot that you press on the ring, and it'll just pull the Aether out of the air and refill your magic.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for this.
Of course, we've got quite a lot of danger ahead of us and what have you, and well, I know you're new here on the ship. I want us to as crack a team as possible.
Yes. It may just be the new environment, but I have a suspicion that that artifact may have influenced my night's sleep. I can't quite get it out of my head, I suppose.
Well, I mean, I did offer up that it had the ability to be dangerous.
Yes, you did.
So did 3/4 of the crew as well. Did not sleep well at all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
All right, well, let's.
We're not in exhaustion territory yet, but
That was my next question.
So I guess my question is, do I know for sure if this is like a persistent thing or if this was like a one-time thing, or what do I kind of have the inclination of?
all right. So when you cast Identify, you learn that it gives off this emotive pulse, so that all sentient creatures within 10 feet of it, are affected. So basically, staying away from it, further than 10 feet away, is sufficient.
Okay. So
To
we
not be
slept
affected.
near it?
No. You came in contact with it.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Every time you make contact within 10 feet of it, it's going to be a thing that you do, that you're going to have to, that has to be dealt with.
Okay. I will share this with Roz then.
I put everything you learned in Discord just so you.
Oh, thank you.
I kind of like, reflex at it, and as I just thought of like, what? Yeah. So like, I guess the god that protects over, I don't know what god that would be. The god that protects over sky ships, or the one that oversees the skies. I make that sign of the faith of it, saying, "Okay, well."
So, in the world of Zontera, there are religions, but there are not gods per se. It's not like
okay.
D&D
Okay.
cosmology.
I guess like the whatever faith that's all like, if it's in the sky is great.
Okay. So, what do you guys want to do now? Are you approaching this thing? You guys going to beat feet out of here? The sky's the limit.
I'm staying 10 feet away from it.
I approached the captain about our little problem here.
I Captain didn't even know there was a problem except for a bad night's sleep.
Well,
yes.
we've got
Please speak freely.
bad energy with the egg. Do you want me to toss it over?
A relic like that is a bad thing, of course, but at least I think we're at better hands than those that may use it against us.
But is it going to corrupt the ship?
I don't believe there's not enough evidence to say that it has done anything bad to it since it's been here for a while. But caution is privy. At the first sign of something,
a box that we can put it in and lock it.
I go into my crew quarters and
maybe put it on a part of the ship that nobody needs to go to.
I think that's fair.
Until we can find a safe way to dispose of it, burn it, blow it up, etc., etc.
Yeah, I come out with like an old box from my beast kind land, and it's kind of it's just for aesthetic's sake, you know what I mean? Like old, musty, and then like, but it holds and locks pretty well, and I just put it in that, and I kind of just take it to somewhere inside my quarters. People normally just don't walk in there for no reason.
Okay, you're putting it in your quarters?
Yeah.
Okay.
I trust that I should be safe there at least. And I lock the door.
You hear banging from the inside. It's Mops. Can I come out?
Mops! Yes, yes, yes. Oh my god. Gotta put a bell on you, sir. Alright.
He comes out with his trusty mop and bucket.
Yeah, as you were.
Alright. What would you guys like to do?
Well, don't we have to explore the
We're gonna
carcass?
go down.
You
Take a
don't
look,
have to. That is completely up to you guys.
I think it's... Well, it's here. And I think my vote, not putting captain's authority on the John, my vote as a player, I think we should check this John out. But that's just my 2 cents for what it's worth.
Alright, so you guys begin moving the ship closer to get into position. The wind's echo drifts to a slow hover as you approach. What once was a ship juts from a grotesque collision of ribs and rivets, its hull warped around sky-beast sinew. Lights flicker from within, not power but memory. How are you guys getting down there? Or are you going to try and dock to it? How do you want to do it? Can rappel down on ropes. Can try docking your away vessel. Your dinghy.
I'm okay with, docking or, going down on ropes.
Is this thing
Somebody
floating?
gets a little
It
less
is.
steady with ropes, and that's the direction we go. Taro would offer to carry somebody.
It is floating, and it is a decent size because it was once a ship.
Okay.
Now it is mostly a ship.
Well, those are gonna take that carrier ride. I'm definitely gonna, ugh. Well, Taro, never have I been in the arms of someone stronger than I, but what was the first things for everything, right?
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, it's not natural strength.
It
He's
may
not natty.
Whether it's natural or not, it's still the strength of our crew.
All right, so you guys are rappelling down. Like, you don't have to make any checks or anything. It's just sliding down some ropes. You guys
Activate
have all-
my armor, get all
Okay.
biggie big, and climb on down.
I'd like to take an anchor down, or like whatever we use to like tie off the ship normally, and I want to just connect the two vessels so that way it's not like one is going to drift away from the other one.
Okay, so you can just tie off the lines you use to rappel down, but also the ship's crewed, so they're going to make sure it stays put. But you guys can do it however you like. Mara is very competent first mate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the wind's echo hovers silent, its ether pulses echoing faintly across the carcass. You descend into the fused wreck, a half-digested ruin where steel sinew and organic mass have knotted together into a cathedral of blasphemy. Every step is met with soft creaks, wet echoes, or whispering resonance. It is both vessel and corpse. It's not finished dying. So, in Discord you can find the kind of the map, but you guys would touch down basically in the center of the carcass. That's where you have the most room to maneuver, and less debris that you have to worry about getting tangled with. And you have spread out these twisted nodes that kind of pulse with ether. There's a cradle of some sort with something in it, and off to the side is a chamber. It's got what looks to be cocoons that have kind of formed around some kind of console or another.
All right, Captain, are we splitting up, staying together? I mean, doesn't look like it's a large space, but
I turn to everybody else to just ask, what would everyone like to do?
no. Usually, cocoons have things that are potentially alive in them, so I think that would be the thing to check first to see if it's a threat, or if somehow there's survivors in there.
Yeah,
but that's just my thought.
I mean, but I bring up your suggestion to cover more ground or to stick together as a unit, as I bring that up as we land it. And this is something I feel like we would figure out at some point. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's everyone's thoughts on staying together or splitting up?
I suppose it depends on what we think we might encounter. If we think there is not much of danger, splitting up would save us time. However, if we suspect there is something that could hurt us, staying together would prove more effective.
Maybe we cut one of the cocoons open and then decide?
Well, you are a good doctor, so...
Yeah.
I definitely would like to see what the cocoons have.
Agreed.
You want to cut it up in lines? I don't know. Sharp objects.
I do have scalpels.
All right, so are the doctors moving in towards the cocoons? Is everyone moving towards that room?
No. I would definitely move in that direction.
Okay, so as you guys begin to go to inspect these cocoons, the resin floor here is warm beneath your boots, alive even. Cocoon casings line the far wall, 4 of them, each pulsating with slow, syrupy breath. But it's the half-digested navigation console fused into the exposed vertebrae that draws your attention. Cracked crystal shards jut from the console, webbed with ether burn and faintly humming. As you approach, they flicker one by one, not with light, but with direction. You feel the pulse echo across the ship's hull, rebounding through the walls like sonar through flesh. One shard glows brighter, and suddenly you're staring into a map not meant for mortal eyes. Void lanes folding to spirals, routes that shift like living things, and darkened swaths of sky where no ship dares chart. Whale song pulses wrap locations and spiraling glyphs. There's tone low and instinctive, like they were meant for giants who dreamed in frequencies. Another shard flickers then fades. A lost connection. A third pulses faster. Something is moving. So you have these cocoons and you have this console that also has kind of a sky map, sky chart that's kind of overlaid on it.
I mean, if it's not like, I guess, yeah, take a quick look at this sky map after we figure out, I guess something from Elias and Hank about what, we're staring at.
So is the sky map removable?
Well, there's a whole console. I mean, define removable. Everything's removable with enough time and effort.
Like, we're not talking about a sheaf of parchment, right?
No, this is Ether tech. The console, the console is built into the ship, and the sky chart is built into the console.
And do we have anything like this on our ship?
No, not like this.
So, Captain, I'd like to see if I can kind of take this and remove it, bring it back to the ship.
By all means.
So do you want to inspect it first, or you're just going to begin trying to
Oh,
disassemble
absolutely,
it?
yeah.
Okay. So you can use to inspect it. You can use cartographer tools, survival, or arcana. If you can make a check for either of those, or if you're trained in more than one of those skills, you can make a check for the skill that you don't want to use in order to lower the DC and possibly give you more information.
All right, so you said cartographer's tools, arcana, and what else?
Survival.
Survival. I do not have survival or cartographer's tools, so I guess I'll just make an arcana.
Well, is it possible, since I have cartographer tools, to, help him out?
Yeah, you can definitely do this together. Does anyone have survival?
I believe I do, yeah.
Okay.
Pretty confident on that, yeah.
So,
Oh, I'm a liar now.
okay.
Does anybody in the party have survival?
I have a +6 in survival.
Are you trained in it? Proficient?
Oh, trained.
I assume so with a +6.
Yeah, I am too, but I figured we're doing the cocoons.
Half.
Oh, that's true. Always.
Those are always.
Okay, so are you, then Hank's doing the cocoons as they're inspecting the console?
Yeah, I thought that was the plan.
What are you doing to the cocoons?
I think Elias is going to cut one open.
Okay. So as you guys begin to try and figure out the console, Elias pops one of your scalpels to begin to slice into the cocoon. All right. As you do, the pulse aligns with one of the cocoons. It shudders, then splits as your blade sinks into it. From the ruptured membrane slithers something that used to be Etherborn, a flat lamprey body built for gliding, now twisted with brass struts and bone-riveted armor. Its turbine mouth spins slowly, bored open to gnaw, not to eat, but to drill. You don't see eyes, but you feel its focus, not instinct, directive. Whatever it was, it's not a parasite anymore. It's a component engineered and unfinished. So you instantly, all of you would recognize what this is. This is Ether parasite, strut striker, whatever you want to call it. Normally, they're relatively harmless. Unless you're someone who uses a lot of ether, then they will siphon the ether off you. Their biggest threat comes from when there's a swarm of them and they attach to your ship, because then they begin eating the thing that keeps your ship aloft. But these are different. These have been changed. Something's been done to them. They've been corrupted. And they look to be at just as much machine as they are Strut Striker at this point. And as you cut through, almost in unison, as if they share a hive mind, they all burst forth together from these various cocoons. And they come leaping forth, mouth first, with lashing wires that spark with electricity. And since both the doctors, the brothers, are the ones messing with the cocoons, they're the ones that they lash out at first. So with that, we jump into initiative, which has already been rolled, and the good news is you guys rolled higher. The bad news is high. The bad news is they rolled higher. So for these wire lashes, coming at Elias first. Dirty 20. 15. 11. And an 8. So I believe that's 2 hits. And it is going to be half lightning damage, half slashing damage, as these wires lash out at you for a total of 18 points of damage. And then the same is coming in your direction, Hank. A 19. And a 9. 24. And dirty 20. So that is going to be 27 points. Half of that is slashing, half of it is lightning. And Elias, you may react now. So these things.
I was just trying to read because you said attacks with lightning damage. I have a reaction for absorb elements.
Okay.
36. So I absorb some of the energy from the attack, and then the target will take an extra 1d6 damage
From your attack. Yes.
Yes.
Depending on what spell level you use it at. Yeah, you can actually increase it. So you'll so you took 18. Half of that was lightning damage, 9. So you can half the 9 to 4. So then you would only take 13. And then when you attack, you can also do lightning damage if you make a melee attack, I believe.
Okay. All right. So then I am going to attack with my scalpels.
Okay.
$19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And then 7. And then I'm also going to so let's see here. So you said to add the 4 plus primal strike. There.
So
Seven.
Primal Strike, what kind of damage are you doing?
So since I've already absorbed the lightning, might as well just fire it back with lightning as well.
Okay.
So that'll be a total of 11 lightning damage on top of the. Shoot, I forgot what I had now.
So you roll a
No.
d6 for your
Oh, I rolled an extra. Okay, never mind.
yeah, yeah.
That'll be 12.
Okay. All right. It seems somewhat resistant to the lightning damage.
Okay.
It does take
I
damage,
figured
just
that much.
not as much as you would have thought. All right. Taro, what would you like to do? You're over by the console. This is happening probably, I don't know, 10, 15 feet away from you.
So I would I'm already big, so I would only need to take a like a 5-foot step to begin swinging my my wrecking ball
All right.
over top of Elias and bring it down on this creature.
Okay. The one he's been attacking?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh, that's a crappy roll. Wow, that's a 14 to hit.
14 is going to miss. 18 is the number.
All right, second swing. It's gonna be a 25.
Yep, that's going to do it.
Wow, it's gonna be 12 bludgeoning magic.
Okay. All right. So these things basically look like giant flat eels, or lampreys, and where the lamprey mouth would be with the suction cup, which is what the Aether parasites normally had, it's been replaced by what looks like a spinning rotor of blades, which it hasn't been using currently. It's just been kind of attacking with these tendrils that are coming off of it. It also has almost legs like a millipede or a centipede. That is not normal, but those parts are completely made up of brass and other metals. So that was your part of your move, part of your action. Anything with a bonus?
I got nothing for a bonus at the moment.
All right, Hank, what would you like to do?
Okay, I'm going to use my whip. So you said 18 to hit?
Yes.
Okay, that one misses. Do I get 2 with this one?
Yeah. You're.
Because I
Doesn't
get
matter.
double. Yeah.
Are you attacking a fresh one or an injured one?
I'm gonna go for one of the ones that hit Elias.
Okay.
So probably the injured. For 5.
Okay.
Slashing. I don't know if that means anything.
Nope, that's fine. Rain.
Okay. So I will look to the one that is currently attacking Elias, and you see the text appear on his skin again as it sort of drips and coalesces into a claw that fires from his hand as he reaches out with an arcane word, and I cast Chill Touch.
Okay.
So that's an attack roll. 14 plus 11 is 25.
Yeah, 25 definitely hits.
Okay. So then I roll 2d10. Here's 1d10. And 2d10. Nerdarchy dice. Don't betray me now. Okay, 6 and 7 is 13. So 13 necrotic damage. And it can't recover hit points.
All right. Dorian, what would you like to do?
Excuse me just a second. My character sheet seems to have buried itself. What the heck, D&D Beyond? I was just here. Stop that. I don't know why it's making me log back in. I was just there. You saw me rolling.
I did indeed.
Okay. Is anyone injured?
Yes. Both Hank and Elias.
Who is hurt worse?
Probably me. Even though I wouldn't say it.
In that case, I am going to healing word for, wow, that was a lot of ones. 14.
Is that to Elias or Hank?
You.
Anything with your move or bonus?
Who is the closest to the thing?
Right now, Elias, Hank, those two would be the closest, with Taro right behind.
Okay, then Elias, take Bardic Inspiration. I gotta go to the bathroom. I end my turn.
Razga.
All right. First thing I'm going to do is get within fighting distance, and I can actually do this without using movement if I rage while doing so.
Okay.
So, boom, raging. I'm just gonna be there. And I guess a question I have is, how many people are around me? Allies, that is.
You can position yourself with 2 allies near you.
Alright, coolio. I'm trying to position myself in such a way where, like, I can get in the thick of it with the guys, but, you know,
They have to be adjacent to you, right?
yeah, just within, 5 feet, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So, yeah, let me get in there. First thing I'm going to do is swing recklessly.
Fresh one or the injured one?
Let's go with the injured.
Okay.
And I'll be swinging with my long sword. I don't think a 15 is gonna do it. Let's do it again. Alright, I'll take a 20.
All right, dirty
On
20
that.
gets there.
Yeah.
You slice into wire, flesh, and metal.
Jesus Christ. So, yeah. So I'll give it 5 points of damage, and it needs to. If it swings at me, it's gonna do it at regular attack, you know, not with advantage.
Okay.
And if it attacks anyone besides me, it's gonna do it at disadvantage.
Gotcha.
And yeah, I guess that ends my turn.
Alrighty. Alright, so they go and they all begin sparking and kind of like twitching a bit. And as they do, one of them is going to, 2 of them are going to appear near Rain and Dorian. The other 2 are going to stay where they are.
If it matters, I realized I had to get into melee with this thing because new non-legacy chill touch is touch range.
Oh, okay.
I
then.
thought it used to have a range, but I just looked and it doesn't. So I'm up there with Elias now.
Perfect. Then one of them teleports, and the other 2, other 3 stay put. Everyone in melee range. Well, actually, just everyone. Just give me a. Well, let's do Dorian first. Dorian, give me a single con save. DC 14. Okay, so you're going to take 3 points of lightning damage,
Cool.
and then everybody else, I'm going to need 3 con saves, DC 14.
Jesus.
Jesus.
I am so glad I rolled a dedicated healer. How dare you?
Right.
I rolled 13,
Damn.
14, 15 on the die.
Alright.
That was
That's definitely
impressive.
25.
I have one miss.
And I have a +2 to my thing, so.
Okay.
One pass, 2 fails.
Okay. So we'll do the
2 fails as well.
all the 3 fouls or 3 passes. I mean, which was rain. You're gonna take a total of 9 points of lightning damage. And then we had the 2 fouls is going to be 12 points of lightning damage. Do we have any other combinations?
Yeah, I had 2 pass, 1 fail.
Same.
Yeah, those. Okay, so I'm sorry. 1 pass, 2 fouls is 12 points of damage. 2 fouls is and 1 pass is 15. Anyone that fouled any of them is going to lose access to 1 magical item or feature for 1 round. So whatever it is that you are using right now, current or you have used, that's the thing you're going to lose access to for 1 round.
All right, I'm gonna have to roll randomly.
Okay.
What if it's not magical?
Then it won't affect you if there's not something
Okay.
you're using that is not magical. And Dr. Elias.
Alright. So then that means I'm going to lose my primal strike this round. So I will just attack normally with my scalpels.
Okay.
Actually, first, I'm going to use my bonus action of healing words on myself, because that one took a chunk out of me. Oh, wait. And 17 to hit.
18 was the number.
18. Okay.
All right. Taro.
Well, now that I am considerably weaker, I will take 2 swings. That's 24 on the first one, and the second one's gonna miss.
All right.
Max damage for 12.
Nice.
My
Is-
flail, swings overhead and comes in and connects solidly, not with my ears, but with. Yeah.
You crunch down on its metal carapace. It was satisfying sound, and that one is way beyond bloody. It's been bloody for a bit now. Hank, what do you want to do?
So I'm going to use my bonus action and get my Crimson Right for an extra die of damage.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to. Is the one that's damaged? Is that the one that went to Dorian?
The one that's damaged is with you guys still.
Okay.
The-
I'm
or
gonna
the
aim my
first one.
pistol at the one that went to Dorian.
Okay.
So it's a 23.
Oh, that hits.
So that's 9. And then 2, I added 6. 2. And we're gonna do it again.
So was
22?
that 11 total? 22 hits. Yep.
Yeah, 11 total for the first one.
All right. Is this the pistol again, or is this the whip?
Yeah, pistol again.
Okay.
Let me make sure it's every attack.
You can just use it on every right now, and
Okay.
you can figure it out afterwards.
Okay. I
Between-
think it is. Because it's until a short rest, so yeah. And then 6. So 6 and 6, 12.
All right, good grouping. Okay. All right, Rain.
I use my Misty Step to immediately teleport next to Dorian
Okay.
and use Shocking Grasp.
Okay, you did notice that lightning was less effective against these
Oh,
creatures.
then I will use Chill Touch. 10 right in the middle plus 11. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that does it.
Okay.
Only needed 18.
Oh, 4 and 7. 11. 11 necrotic, and it can't recover hit points till the end of my next turn.
Perfect.
And I don't know if there's a way to do this, but because I'm still reading up on the new rules, is there a way that I can like use a reaction if it attacks Dorian to interpose myself?
Not really.
Okay.
There's features that allow you to do that, but they're not ones I believe you have access to.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that was like a feature thing or like a regular action thing.
Yeah, I think there's like a fighting style that does that.
Okay.
Dorian, what would you like to do?
Me being muted again. I'm pretty sure everybody just took damage, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. We're gonna mass healing word. Everybody take 12.
Oh, yes.
All right. Anything with your move or bonus action?
No, I think I'm good.
Razga.
So I guess my next question is, are there enemies that are, 5 feet within each other?
Yes.
The ones I'm currently fighting, or ones
There's
that
3 of them that are kind of right bunched up with you guys, so yeah. The ones you're fighting. And there's
Okay.
one off soloing Dorian and now Rain.
Okay, well, I will turn my attention to the group in front of me, and I'm going to recklessly swing it with my great axe.
Switching weapons.
Yep.
Yep.
Alrighty, so let's see now. I'm gonna use inspiration, man. I can't have this constantly happen. So I just rolled the 1. Okay, 18's the number, so we do that.
That's the number.
So,
Try and get rid of this one on its last leg.
yep.
Okay.
Let's see if it happens. It's gonna take 8 plus 2, 10 points of slashing.
You don't have a strength bonus?
Yeah, it's.
Oh, that was it. Okay.
Yeah, I roll like garbage.
No, never mind. All right. That's your first attack.
Yep. Now the
I didn't mean to hit shame you.
right, right. So,
Or did I?
well, it's okay because I swung with my great axe. I can take a free hit on a target that's 5 feet away
Okay.
from it.
Go for it.
Alrighty. Jesus Christ! I got
Not with that roll, you can't.
Not with that roll, baby.
These
What?
things are nimble.
They're nimble, man. But it's fine. That was just a feature of my weapon mastery. I'm gonna swing.
All right, go for it.
Is the one that I hit originally still standing?
Yes.
Then I'll switch back to that target.
Okay.
Since he's pretty nearby.
Mhm.
Come on, dice. Stop doing this to me. Alrighty. That's a natural 20, baby, for a 25.
Oh man, this thing is probably beyond dead. But go ahead.
Alrighty. That makes me feel great. We're gonna hit it for 19, 20, 21 points of slashing.
Mahaha. Yeah, you basically slice this thing in half. It rears up and it kind of rears up, lashing with its electrical wires sparking, and like you go right between the two of them and split this thing in twain longwise. So there's now 5 feet of bisected, corrupted strut striker flopping around now.
Well then, I was like, yeah, that's gnarly, man. Like, I kind of see like electricity.
So since I
Flaring
don't want to
off the
see you
scale.
waste your crit, make a secondary attack.
That's very nice of you. That's very nice of you, man. 18 on the die, baby.
That's gonna hit. Roll up damage again.
Well, the dice was in your favor. That's going to be an 8 plus 2 for 10.
All right. One has been bisected to death. One is mildly damaged, and another is damaged but not bloodied yet.
So he gets to attack me with advantage and everybody else with disadvantage.
All right. All right. So the two of them will take you up on that offer.
Oh no!
Since you seem to have bisected one of their pack or swarm mates.
Just to take a vibe check, how many people are on me again?
Well, one,
Oops. All right, it's fine.
because Taro fights with Reach,
Yeah,
and Rain, Misty stepped out.
that's right.
All right.
Fun times.
17 is going to miss you.
It hits. Meets beats.
Okay, I thought you got a bonus to your armor class because of reasons. All right, so that's one hit on you. Dirty 20 is going to hit.
Yeah.
And last one though. Another dirty 20. Okay.
Okay. Are any of those like bludgeoning, force, piercing, slashing?
Okay, so it is a combination of lightning and slashing. So it is going to be 14 points of slashing,
Yeah.
and 13 points of lightning.
Alrighty. I can deal with that. Okay.
And nope, that's not what I want. And while you're at it, give me 3 con saves.
Jesus Christ! Alright. 14!
Passes?
Okay, that's nice to know. Then this 22 will definitely pass.
Oh yeah.
And 17 will definitely make it done.
Perfect. I don't know that the ability would have affected you anyway, but now we'll never know. All right.
Oh, the mystical drop special ability, John?
Yeah.
I have
Alright.
no magic here.
We have no magic here.
Well, maybe my shield, I think.
And then the one over by Dorian and Rain. Oh, you killed one, right?
Mhm.
That's fun.
What? How
So
fun?
not only did you bisected and killed it, right? And then the 2 sections explode. So both Elias and you have to make a dex save, DC 13.
Okay. I get to make this with advantage. With my advantage, it wasn't in the cards. 12, baby.
Okay. What about you, Elias?
Right at 13.
Right at 13. Okay, so 14 force damage, or half if you made your saving throw. If you failed the saving throw, you were also pushed 10 feet away,
Well,
which not really a big deal. You were pushed away and then you moved back up because you have plenty of movement.
yeah, like I'll still take half because I resist force naturally.
Oh, nice. So, by the way, apparently they explode when they die.
Well, now we know.
Now we know. Knowing's half the battle.
What was half damage?
7. 7's half.
Thank
So something is going to happen over by Rain and Dorian? So for its bonus action, it just begins bellowing out steam, and it encompasses the 15-foot radius around it and the two of you.
I do not have to breathe.
Yes, but it does obscure your vision,
Okay.
and it is going to lash out one at Dorian and once at Rain. Hitting Dorian at 22 for 9 points of damage.
Okay.
I have a question.
What is your
Does this thing obscure vision? Like I can't see them no more?
question? It is not near you.
Oh yeah, I know it's not near me, but am I able
Yes.
to see them?
No.
Still?
You can't see that one.
Okay.
Nor can you see Dorian and Rain.
All right. Dang it! I'm sorry, guys. I was just gonna use Spirit Shield, but I can't see you.
Dorian, you also get hit for 9. Half of that is lightning, half of that is slashing.
I have recorded it.
Perfect. All right, Elias,
Did I not get hit?
you did get hit.
Okay, what did I take? Because you said Dorian twice.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, I might have. Okay.
It was 9 both times.
Yes, I'm using the average damage if you haven't figured it out.
Okay, so I need to take 9 damage too then.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Got it.
All right. Elias, what would you like to do?
All right, so the other two are still bunched up together next to the
Yes.
exploded one, right?
Yep.
All right. So then I'm going to cast Ice Knife on one of them.
Okay. Good
There's
choice.
one more damage than the other.
One is not damaged at all. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Let me make quick saving throws for them to see if they took the explodey damage or how much of it. That one took full, and that one takes half. So 14 and 7. Okay. So they're both a little damaged. One more so than the other.
Okay, we'll go for the weaker one.
Okay.
Oh, what the hell?
You do
No,
have.
I have inspiration, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Try this again. And it's 18 to hit, right? So, yep.
That is correct. The dice say nay.
All right. I really need to stop using this spell. It never works for me.
Taro.
I will continue my my tirade. You said the magic items were basically silenced for a minute.
No, 1 round.
Oh, just the one round? Okay, all right,
Yep.
great. And
You're
my
back to full strength.
strength is restored, and I will swing. It's a 28 and an 18. So 2 hits.
2 hits. More wounded one.
Yeah, go towards the wounded one. So that is going to be a total of 19 damage.
All right.
Bludgeoning.
It has been bludgeoned. It is bloodied. Bludgeon to bloodiness. Hank?
I can't see the one by Dorian and
You cannot.
Okay.
You can still attack it. You just would have disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it for the biscuit there. I'm going to shoot the non as much hit one in the
Okay.
group. And our question, are they undead?
They're not.
Okay. And I don't know if it matters, but the +6 is radiant damage.
Okay.
So it's 7 and 2, 9 for the first one. Yeah.
Okay. Is that including your blood right?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess the 28 hits, right?
You're gonna guess correctly.
6, 8. And another 9.
Good
Weird.
grouping.
Oh man,
All right.
that's funny.
Rain, you were in a cloud of steam being lashed by electricity filled wires.
Okay. So is this thing hurt pretty bad? That's facing me right now.
That is facing you right now. It is not bloodied yet.
Okay. So I'm trying to think of what would be useful. The
You can get all of them if you fireball.
I'm sure I can. So part of me thinks if this thing's attacking with electricity, I wield electricity. Can I try? I don't know. This isn't really a thing in the game, so I probably shouldn't even ask. I was gonna try to like absorb the electricity and like turn it back against it, but I don't think there's really like a thing for that, right?
It's called absorb elements.
Yeah, I don't have absorb.
Kinda already tried that. Didn't do much.
It did. You took less damage and gave more to it.
Okay. I will say to Dorian, you need to get out of here. They explode. And use chill touch again.
Okay.
So, oh wait, I need to attack first. Let me see if I hit even.
Yeah, you're gonna be at disadvantage, unfortunately.
Oh, first one's 14. And a nat 1? Oh my gosh.
Nice. Touch Dorian.
Friendly fire is active.
Can I can't retroactively use my inspiration to negate it, can I? To negate the disadvantage? I have to wait till I roll, or I have to wait till before I roll.
I mean, technically yes, but also it wouldn't have done anything because you would have still missed.
I had 14 on the die, plus 11.
Plus 11?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll let you use your inspiration. We always do that.
Okay, sure. In that case, 25 to hit. So, oh my gosh, I rolled. This dice doesn't want me to do well. I got a 1 and a 3 for 4.
Okay.
Alright, well, I did my best. My best wasn't very good, but I did my best.
Yeah, not that you can see this right now, but it's bloodied.
Oh, bonus action, touch Dorian, because Dorian took damage, right?
Yes.
So, Dorian, you can spend up to 4 or 3 hit dice if you want.
Thank you. Let me figure out how to do that on D&D Beyond.
That's my turn.
All right, you're up, Dorian. You can either just manually roll the dice, or you could probably go into your rest mechanic thingy.
I will probably do that. Who is hurt the worst right now? Actually, I can mass healing word again. Are we in favor of that? Do we need it again?
Do you need to see them?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me check. Yep, I do have to see them. All right, so the only person I can heal right now is standing next to me then.
Your options are also, you will draw an attack of opportunity, but you can run out of the steam so that you can see the rest of your group, but you still will not see Dorian. I mean, you are Dorian. You will not see Rain.
Rain, how's your health?
I'm only missing 9.
Okay, I will go ahead and provoke that attack of opportunity. My HP is not that bad. I will heal the rest of the party. I will get you next round, okay?
Okay. Dorian, by chance does a 25 hit you?
My AC is 11. What are you talking about?
No major armor?
Anyway, everybody take 12.
Alright, and you take 9 points of damage.
Cool. Worth.
Wait, out of curiosity, if Dorian stepped out, I can see them now, right?
Yeah, but the attack happened within the steam.
Of course. Oh, so I can't see Dorian?
You can now.
Oh, got it. The attack happened inside the steam, so I would have not seen it when the damage happened. Got it.
Correct. Rosga, but it is your turn.
Hey, nice. First thing I should do, I should definitely take that heals. Second thing I'll do is the thingies in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's recklessly swing at them with the longsword. Alright, that's gonna be a 24 to hit one of them.
That definitely does.
But damage was pretty garbage. 6 plus 2 is 8.
All right.
And I recklessly swing at the other. $16 is not the number I need.
Nope. Deflects off of its metallic hide.
It scrapes across and whatnot. But the one I did hit will have disadvantage. Well, not disadvantage. It will hit me normally instead of with advantage. And yeah, if it tries to hit anything else other than me, it's gonna have disadvantage at it.
All right. So that one of its attacks will be at you. Regular attack, 27 to hit.
Jesus Christ! Yes, it is.
Yeah, so that's gonna be. That's gonna be 14 points of damage because of crit.
God, I just got 12.
And then it's going to attack Elias with its other attack at disadvantage, but hits AC 22 all the same for 9 points of damage. Then the other one is going to take
with it hit Elias, I can see Elias then.
Yes.
Then I'm going to use my reaction to roll 2d6.
Okay.
To kind of mitigate that damage.
Okay. 9's the number you're looking to beat.
Well, it's -5.
All right, so you only took 4, Elias. And then I'm going to launch 2 attacks at Taro, which the first one misses, and the second one also misses. Oh, and then we got let's see. Oh, there is just it and rain in the cloud or in the steam. So it's going to go after rain with its 2 attacks, hitting AC 26 for 9 points of damage. And hitting AC 13 for 9 points of damage. Rain, did you happen to cast Mage Armor before coming down?
I think he's in a bathroom. Oh no, there he is.
I was doing a bio break real quick. Sorry about that.
Next time hold it. No, I'm kidding. So did you Mage Armor before you came down?
I do. I just don't interrupt everything with it. I mean, I guess if I have to say it, I don't, but...
No, if it's a thing you normally do, it's a thing you normally do.
Yeah, I mean, it stays up for 8 hours, so I imagine anytime we go into a situation that isn't like we're on the ship chilling out, I have Mage Armor up.
Cool. As long as you minus the spell slot, I don't care. You got hit once for 9, Mage Armor, protecting you from getting hit the second time. Okay. Because the one in the steam with you just teed off on you.
Oh my goodness.
Elias, what would you like to do?
Alright. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and cast Healing Words on the captain.
Oh, thank you, man.
He is our 3rd level one since he's taking some big hits. 12 points back.
12 points. Can't keep a good captain down.
Alright. And then I'll strike my scalpels. 25 to hit.
Oh yeah.
And we'll do 7 damage and 2 ice damage. I think I use ice for Primal Strike.
Yeah. Okay.
Or cold damage, yeah.
All right, Taro, you're up.
All right, swing away. That's a miss. And that is a 19. So
19 hits.
flail, the flail comes in. That is 13 points of magic bludgeoning damage.
All right. All right. It is barely limping along. Begins kind of like it looks like it's short circuiting. Hank.
All right. So, could I, in theory, use my whip to pull it towards me while I attack it?
I will let you make an athletics check using your whip to kind of grapple and pull it.
Okay. I want to shoot it once and then whip it. Is that possible? Because I have double hit.
Yes. So you want to hit it. You want to hit first and then grapple second. Is that what you're saying?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, okay. 23 hits. Okay, so it's technically dead, so
You want me to
It's-
roll athletics to see if I can grab it before it blows up?
give me an athletics. And normally it'd be an opposed check, but I'm not going to oppose you. Just roll good enough, and I will say you grab it. So a 6 is not good enough. Where are you trying
No.
to send it?
I was trying to bring it to me.
Okay. So I guess you're kind of back a little ways. So I will say you do bring it to you, but since you and Elias were the ones that were kind of investigating together, it's going to kind of explode between the two of you. So you two make a dex save. So it partially worked because it did not go off near Taro or Razga.
I appreciate the thingies.
I actually failed a dex save.
You both do. You take 15 points of force damage, and you both get blown back 10 feet.
Jesus. Christ.
Does that put us in the steam cloud by any chance?
Yeah, why not? It would definitely push you over in that area.
Okay.
Just kidding.
I'm not gonna argue with a player. Go ahead, Rain.
All right. I am going to try to chill touch again. I don't know what else to do. So 7 plus 11, 18.
18 does hit. Is that a disadvantage?
Nope, that wasn't a disadvantage. 10. It was better. So no, 18 is the number.
Okay, then you hit.
All right. There we go. 10 and 8. 18. Finally. Finally, my dice don't hate me.
All right, this thing is you can sense it beginning to spark.
Okay. Like it's about to explode.
Soon it's near its end, and you just heard another one explode, so you assume another one died.
I'm gonna move out of the steam cloud. I'll take an attack of opportunity. It's fine.
Okay. I am also okay with that. All right, so you're going to take 9 points of damage as you move out of the steam cloud, rushing past Hank and Elias.
What are you doing here?
Dorian.
Oh, I'm already unmuted. The one time I wait to talk. All right. How are we looking health-wise, party?
Still good?
58 out of 75, but I think I'm fine.
Okay, in that case, I am going to actually focus down and heal Rain this time. Do, 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 do.
It's convenient,
And you're
'cause
right next to me, so I can cure wounds. That's going to be 26.
Damn,
Woo!
that's nice.
That's going to be my turn.
All right. Razga.
I'm a little confizzled on the layout of the battle map. Is there something in front of me that needs to be dead, or was it pulled away?
There is something in front of you that that needs to be killed. The one that was exploding was actually pulled away from you.
Oh, perfect. Well then, in that case, I'm going to recklessly swing at the guy with the long sword. We're gonna go for
Alright.
those attacks.
Slashy slash.
I feel like that's gonna hit for a 22.
It does.
And I roll my dice, roll like garbage. 8 plus 2 is 10. And we're gonna go at it again. Same weapon, same stuff. I feel like that's gonna hit as well with a 22.
Yep.
And we're gonna swing at it. 7 plus 2 is 9. And it will just attack me normally. If it tries to hurt anybody else, it's gonna be at a disadvantage.
You're an ancestral guardian, Path of the Ancestral Guardian, right?
Indeed.
Don't they do like extra damage once a round or something?
I don't.
No, they just give disadvantage on attacks for anyone that's around the spirits.
Gotcha.
I think you're thinking of Totem. I'm not sure, but yeah. So what happens is like, I guess is anyone else around me? I think I heard Taro is around the area.
Yes, Taro is around you.
Is there a way for me to? I guess in the positioning, can I position myself in between Taro and the beast without provoking an opportunity attack?
Yeah, because he's attacking with reach.
All right, cool. Yeah.
So it's going to attack you once, kind of reaching around, or reaching at you, and then which is going to miss at a 15, and then it's going to try and reach around you at disadvantage to attack Taro, which is going to miss. And then the one in the cloud is going to attack Elias and Hank each once. So Elias getting hit at an 18 for 9. And Hank is going to get hit at a 27 for 18.
Jesus.
Elias is bloodied and is up.
I'm going to start with
Not to. I'm sorry to interrupt your turn, but I guess I have a quick question. The one that got hit pretty hard, it was Hank, right?
No, Elias.
It was Elias.
No, it was Hank. I'm sorry.
Can I use? Am I able to see them?
No.
I was trying to mitigate damage, but sorry.
okay. I can see Hank, right?
No, you can't
No,
see
I can't
anything.
see him.
You see steam.
Awesome. All right. Well then, I guess I'm gonna take the chance to get out of Steam so I can see again.
All right. It's already used its attack of opportunity, I believe. So, or wait a minute. Let's see. Then when it went, no, it's got a reaction back. All right. So it'll take a swipe at you, hitting AC 19. It does not seem to struggle with the steam at all, so you take 9 points of damage. You're now out of the steam.
Okay. So since I took some damage, I guess I'll go ahead and use healing word for myself. There it is. One. And I am my turn.
You still have an action.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, that's your move.
Am I close enough to the other one?
You could have ran back over there, or if you have a cantrip that has range, you could use that.
Yeah, we'll give it a try. Will you cast Poison Spell? 22 to hit.
Do you have to roll to hit with poison spray, or is it a saving throw?
It says the roll to hit.
Oh, okay. Well, 22 definitely hits.
And then 12 damage. Yes, straight through.
All right. You're correct. I guess it used to be a saving throw, so that's
Okay. Yep, so 12 points of poison damage.
all right. It is looking bad. Tyra, what would you like to do?
So, are they all behind the steam, or is there one that's,
One in
within-
steam, one outside.
All right. Well, then I will swing away at the one outside of steam. Another miss, and another miss. Flail goes wide.
All right. Hank.
I'm gonna get out of the cloud.
Okay. Well, it can't attack you.
It can't.
It uses
Okay.
reaction.
And then, do I know about how far they blow up, like the range?
It's like everything in 5 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure I'm definitely away from 5 feet, and I'm gonna try to shoot it. Just roll twice, right?
Okay.
For disadvantage, yeah.
Yes. Uh, 19 hits.
Well, you said to roll twice, right?
Oh yeah.
So that's a 16 on that one.
Yeah. If you right click on the die, it'll roll with disadvantage
Oh,
or advantage.
okay.
Well, you have to select, but you can roll with disadvantage or advantage automatically.
Okay. That one, it was a 19 low.
Yep.
For that one.
It does the trick.
So 17.
All right. It has got 2 hit points left.
Oof.
Rain.
All right. I am currently at a range with this thing, and I can't see it now. Correct?
Correct.
And I know that Hank is in there, and I know that Elias is in there.
We're out now.
Oh, okay, you're out. So and there's still one in the fog, correct?
Yes. One in,
Okay.
one out.
I just want to make sure I'm understanding everything right before I make my choice. So, I will, shoot, I wish I had a ranged cantrip. Oh, I'm going to cast Magic Missile! Duh! Do I have to see it? I might have to see it.
You do. You can see the one.
Sure, let's do it against the one then. Let's cast Magic Missile.
Okay.
And I will damage myself.
Yep.
And do my feature to add. Okay, I only did 1 damage to myself. That's great. So
You broke your tradition of 4.
So yeah, my my I'm bleeding worse, and I got a 4. Okay, so 4 plus 2 plus 1, so 3, so 7. So all of them do 7 damage, and they're all concentrated on the one.
Okay, how many missiles did you launch?
3, just first level.
Okay, it only had 19 hit points left. Hitting it 3 times, it explodes. Give me a dex save, Razga.
I'm so sorry, Carlos.
It's fine. My guy's meant to take dex saves. He has advantage on those. With a 21.
All right, you pass, so you take half of 13.
What type of damage?
It's force. So
Well, then I'll take a quarter.
you will take a quarter. So 3.
Yeah, that's why the type matters for me.
All right, Dorian.
Nope, I did not this time. Okay. I am under the impression that everyone is pretty banged up again. Is that correct?
It varies depending who you're talking about.
Yeah, because technically I'm only 20 away from my max. I guess, I'm fine for the most part.
I'm over half.
You are an excellent healer.
Yes.
Okay, is anybody not doing great?
I'm at like
I think the
21 out of
doctors.
67.
The doctors are
Elias
both
and
beat
Hank
up a
are
little.
hurting.
All right, let's drop a healing word on Jezi. $16. I'm good.
Thank you.
All right.
Carry on.
Razga.
Yes. Is there anything in front of me that needs to die?
No, the only thing that's left is the one in the steam cloud.
Well, Mama didn't raise no punk. Run! I'm getting in there.
All right, so running in, wildly swinging. So
I'm gonna reckless, which I think that means I just swing normally because
correct.
The thingy hit me with disadvantage.
All you got to do is make contact.
Make contact. Well, we will see. Long sorting it away. I made the contact, my guy.
All right, give me a dex saving throw, and you cannot see the source of this damage. I don't know if that affects you, but
I mean, I still make dex saves with advantage, unless I'm incapacitated.
okay. So you'll take a quarter of 8, so 2.
Well, that's if I pass my save,
Oh, yeah.
which I'm assuming 17 does.
It does. So
All right.
2.
I'll take that 2 damage, man.
All right. All right, you guys are out of combat now.
Woo!
So I'm gonna go with the cocoons are dangerous.
Not anymore.
I think we stay together. Oh, I'm gonna recover from a concussion. They just blew up in my face.
So with all of the spells and everything that went off, console wasn't damaged, right?
It is still there. Yes, it is.
All right, great.
Seems not too much worse for the wear.
So everything in the clear here?
As far as you can tell.
That was to the crew.
Yep.
The people.
Sound off if you're dead.
Is anyone still hurt?
I am not. I took 1 source of damage and then it got healed.
I mean,
I'm rough, but
Um,
I'd never admit it.
Okay. Rain will approach you, and when he touches you, you see that text sort of appear dripping down his hands again, and it goes under your skin, and you can spend hit dice.
ah.
You can spend up to 3 hit dice.
Is that a once per something ability?
It's my one of my abilities for my custom subclass. where I can touch things to let them recover hit points, but they can spend up to my hit dice.
I don't mind doing that instead of going for short rests.
Okay, I can do that.
Like, yeah, I'll spend
You can't benefit from it again until you finish an actual short rest, though.
That's fine, dog. I just want to, like, you know, little quick top off before we go into some more goofy stuff.
Taro, are you taking over where you left off?
That was absolutely the plan. I wanted to, okay, now that the area is safe, Captain, we're gonna try and see if we can remove this thing and install it on our ship?
Tara, I know your fixation of, like, wanting to install new tech every time, but we gotta figure out what it does first. God forbid we install some malware, and then the ship goes down.
I don't know what that is.
I quickly go into, like, a quick speak of how, like, what they feel free to interject, because I can't. I'm drawing a blank. Like, I don't know, what is the equivalent of, like, a Somalian pirate or whatever in this? Like, you know what I mean?
Just a pirate?
Pirates. Sometimes pirates leave devices behind where they infect your ship. Then, you know.
So, Taro, are you taking the captain's advice and trying to figure it out first, or are you be like,
Sure.
I'm just going to take this thing apart?
I will try to see what this is beyond a map.
All right. So, is anyone proficient with cartographer's tools?
Carlos or Rosga.
Yeah.
All right. Well, give me a DC 15 tools check. I'm going to say that's going to be an intelligence.
Oof. All right, so I'm just gonna roll intelligence.
Well, so it's going to plus a proficiency. So
okay, so I'm just gonna roll intelligence and add a +3 then. See what happens. Oh my god, my dice don't suck right now. 14 + 3.
So that is going to miss by 1.
Oh wait,
I'll flash it.
Okay, so that passes. Which means when you make your Arcana check, the DC will now be 5 lower.
You said 15, right?
Yes.
Well, I rolled the 14 and I add +3. That should be above 15.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize. Gotcha.
So you don't need it. You save that flash, baby.
All right. Flash is unused.
All right. I think we determined no one is proficient in survival.
No, Hank and Elias are.
Yeah.
Elias and...
Well, one of you can make a survival check. The DC is 18, though.
Do you survive?
So the 15, so I can flash them then.
Yes.
There you go.
Make that be a 19.
All right. All right, Ted. Make your Arcana check.
All right, that's a 34.
Okay. You gain several pieces of information as you kind of dissect the arcanics of this device. As the shard pulses in your palm, it warms, not with heat, but with presence. A rhythm begins beneath your skins, sinking to your heartbeat, then overtaking it. You feel massive movement in distant skies, not in sight, but in memory. Wow song pulses, whispers through the shard. Not one, but 3 voices. All of them corrupted, all of them calling, all of them named. I said 3, I meant 4. Zathamir, the maw unending. The first signal swells with hunger, not for food, but for void. The name forms in your mind like a commander, Zathamir. Its body loops endlessly through dead storm walls. Its mouth was torn wide by brass struts, now no longer closes. Where it drifts, winds die. Its echo pattern spikes irregularly, shows sign of unnatural feeding cycles. These are blips on the actual map you're looking at. Doralith, the crown of wires, The second signal feels tangled, like thought wrapped in thorns. It hums into many voices overlapping. Dorlith, once a pod mother, her skull is now crowned with tracking pylons and gold threaded nerve implants. She drifts in patterns of orbit, not flight, as though held in place by forgotten orders. Echo pattern. Pulses loop with precise, forced regularity. Varnun, the hollow roar. A final signal is silent until it isn't. It hits like a void quake in the back of your skull. One long, soundless scream. Varnun, what's left of it, has no breath, no song. Its voice was stolen and replaced with a signal. Its heart beats with something else now. Echo pattern. Ghost light appears, vanishes, always a few beats behind. Finally, Exaleth, the mirror wake. The shard flickers, not with pulse, but with reflections. Shapes shimmer across its surface. Your own silhouette, the wind's echo, a friend's face. Then they distort. Warped, familiar but wrong. The song doesn't come. It waits for you to hum. Then it repeats it back. Exactly. Even the breath between notes. The name comes soft, slippery. Exaleth. Her body isn't whole. It's fractured, mirrored along impossible joints, as if she's trapped in a cracked lens. Her surface shimmers with glints of ships she's seen or devoured. Sometimes she drifts into view as a podmate. Sometimes she wears your ship's reflection on her hide. Exalith doesn't hunt. She waits. Then she echoes. Echo pattern. Mimics nearby whale song. Changes frequency on observation. Appears several whales at once until locked by triangulation. Each shard trembles as its name is known. Each one remembers what it was, what it's becoming. And now so do you. One shows... What are you going to say?
I was gonna say, holy crap! Now we know like the movements and information on all the whales.
Not all of them, 4 of them. But
Well,
you guys, that's part of the information you gained. As your fingers brush shard's jagged edge, it flares with a sudden sharp hum. Rhythmic, methodical. The pulses aren't random. They follow a pattern, a path, a march. A map blooms across the crystal fractured face, lines etched in burning whale song. Among the smile drifts past and void-churned routes. One arc glows brighter and moves steady and unrelenting, cutting through the sky like a scalpel. The destination is unmistakable. Haven. Then comes the whisper. Not in words, but in pressure behind your eyes. Dorlith, the crown of wires. You feel her name more than hear it. A mother song shattered into sharp tones. One wise, one's vast, now reprogrammed to orbit obedience. Her breath is threaded with brass, her thoughts shaped by command. The shard vibrates like a plucked nerve. Her presence closes in, not quickly, but inevitably. Dorothy is coming and she remembers being followed. Now she leads. There's one final piece of information. The final shard dims, not like a flickering light, but like a breath held too long, suddenly exhaled. For a moment, your reflection wavers in its surface, then disappears. You feel its absence, sharp and strange, the same way you'd feel the missing weight of a limb you forgot you had. The name drifts across your thoughts, not spoken but remembered. Exalith, the mirror wake. The signal trail ends near Theopolis. Not severed, not corrupted, but absent. No burst of energy, no pulse, no scream, just silence where there once was mimicry. The shard tries to echo something, anything, but returns nothing, not even static. She isn't singing, she isn't sleeping, she's gone. For the first time, the shard feels empty, not safe, just unobserved. So you gained 4 names of 4 corrupted whales. One of them is heading towards Haven. One of them
is near Theopolis.
One is vanished near Theopolis.
So, Captain, that's a lot of information. I'd rather not have this relied on memory. I don't think there's anything dangerous about this tech.
Then, by all means, Taro, do what you do best.
I do have it memorized, if it helps.
Damn, that's nice.
I have a very good memory.
keep in mind, you're speaking to someone with like a 10 charisma. I am average as average.
Yeah, Rain has keen mind.
Your charisma's still better than mine there, Captain.
So I've been thinking, and just from what we've seen, unfortunately, I think somebody needs to attune to that egg. We're gonna need all we can get, because we're gonna need to hunt these down.
So is there a roll required to move this device there, Mr. DM, sir?
I would say based off of your roll, you're going to be able to. You will be able to take it apart and move it.
Excellent. I will find a good spot and get it installed.
So there's still a couple more sections. There's the nodes that you kind of bypassed in order to check out the cocoon room, and there's also that cradle that seems to be holding something that you've yet to investigate.
Can I ritually cast detect magic as we search?
Yeah, I mean, you could have been doing that as Taro was doing his thing.
Okay.
And you get glimpses of magic all over the place, but especially from that cradle and the twisted tech nodes.
Okay. I will just verbalize that to everyone and say to Hank as we're going along, under normal circumstances I might have been willing to attune to that egg like we need, but as it stands I am not.
Well, unfortunately, as much as I hate to say it, I am skilled in arcana knowledge and survival.
If you want to do it, there is risk, but you are surrounded by others that can help. However,
if something goes wrong, you gotta take care of Elias.
I will. But, and he will like pause and make meaningful eye contact with you with these like black eyes with vivid green irises. You need to care for yourself as well. And that means asking for help when you need it.
I'll be fine.
No. And he actually squeezes his grip on your shoulder a little bit. We are a crew now. I understand Dorian and I are new to this. But you recklessly abandoned your brother in a blood rage when he fell overboard. And I understand I was there to help you. But you need to be ready to ask for help when you need it. Because he needs you, we need you. You are not just a lamb to the slaughter of whatever cause you may find important. You're part of more than yourself now.
Alright, but that's fine.
I mean it.
I didn't really think he was going to fall like that, but yeah, I'm glad you were there to help him.
And on that note, that's where we'll wrap things up for tonight. Join us next week as we see where the skies and other currents take our intrepid crew. Thanks, guys, for playing, and thanks everyone for hanging out with us and watching.